Yeah. From 0 to 1. From ideas to impact. We don't wait. We build. Hey. 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 Started with a spark, just a line of code. Now we're moving value, no one controls. Peer to peer, yeah, we changed the game. From the streets to the global stage. Open rails in a digital age. Every block is a step we take. Every fund is a chance we make. We don't need permission to create. We don't wait for the system to validate. If you got a vision, don't hesitate. There's a network ready to activate. From the future, build it now. Bitcoin rising, hear the sound. From the ground up, we don't slow down. This is how we take control now. From the future, build it now. Bitcoin rising, hear the sound. From the ground up, we don't slow down. This is how we take control now. Small donations, global reach. What you build is what you teach. From a wallet to a dream, decentralized, we're the team. Just the people backing you. Every side of sheet tells a story. Grassroots power, real glory. Grassroots power, real glory. We can't dive the gears in better ways. From local tools to global change. Bitcoin rails rearrange the game. From the future, don't look back. Every set is on the track. From a dream to a full stack. We're getting freedom back to From the future, build it now. Bitcoin rising, hear the sound. From the ground up, we don't slow down. This is how we take control now. One idea, one project, one spark. That's all it takes. Fun ideas, share it.
Good morning, everyone. GM. We are back. It's Friday, 17th of April 2026. We're back with another episode of our weekly live streams called Bitcoin in Actions. And yeah, this is a weekly live stream showcasing real Bitcoin projects, funding, and impact happening on Geyser. So if you don't have that in your calendar, it's now time to set up your reminder every Friday, almost the same time. It will depend if we got some invites or this is like a classic version of the live stream. But we will obviously update you on Twitter. We are also live on YouTube, so don't forget to follow us on the YouTube channels. And yeah, we are getting started. I hope you're doing great, guys, on this amazing Friday. And we are having a beautiful Friday here in Latam. And we are having a traditional live stream today, and we will have a lot of updates because this week so many things, good things happen in the Bitcoin adoption world, let's say. So yeah, as an intro, I will remind you that we are here every Friday as part of the weekly live stream. We're getting back to that since a few weeks already. And we will show you what actually is being built with Bitcoin, because sometimes people are mainly too focused on price, on charts, and they don't get what's going on the Bitcoin grassroots adoption level. So yeah, if you're new here, Geyser is where builders, communities, creators are funding real projects with a real impact using Bitcoin, obviously. So today we will go through what happened this week, big contribution project making moves, and what actually gaining traction right now, because we are having a lot of projects launching their own Geyser campaign in the last few weeks and months. So we need to update you. That's the point. So yeah, let's start with the highlight of the week. First, we are going to start with the biggest contribution received by a project this week. on Geyser. And yes, it's Bitcoin Arena, the project from Bitcoin Roatan in Honduras. For the one who missed the last live stream, we were interviewing Tomek and Ariana. I encourage you to watch the last episode of the Bitcoin in Action live stream, the episode 54. You will have all the details about what is the Bitcoin Roatan project and their focus on the Bitcoin Arena, which is a sports stadium and will be also a community hub. So yeah, a quick reminder, Bitcoin Arena Roatan is a community-driven project transforming a neglected school gym into a vibrant space for sports, education, and local events. So it will have an impact on the kids' basketball teams, but also on the coach, on the local community all around Roatan in the location of the gym. It's used daily and weekly, I would say, by more than 1,000 kids. The arena is being renovated with a new infrastructure, equipment, Bitcoin art, and it's turning like a place where the whole community can use and be proud of it. Obviously, so this is the point of the Bitcoin Arena project. Sorry, and yeah, more than a renovation, let's say it's about creating a real world hub where the community opportunity and Bitcoin can come together, which is the point of this Bitcoin arena, because it will be the first Bitcoin arena in the world, I would say, the real one. And yeah, that's why we are like supporting them like through the All or Nothing campaign. So you can check on Geyser. They have a All or Nothing campaign. They already reached 53% of their funding goal, which is around $11,000, I guess. And this week they received the biggest contribution, I would say, even from the last months, 2.7 million sats contribution received for Bitcoin Arena coming from BTC Curacao. So if you don't know what is BTC Curacao, I will explain you very quickly. It's also a community-driven initiative focused on making Bitcoin accessible, practical, and useful for everyday life on the island, because like Curacao is a Caribbean island, if I'm not mistaken. It belongs to the Netherlands, and it's located in the Caribbean zone, I would say. And yeah, their mission through education, local guidance, merchants, adoptions too. Oh yeah, we are joined by the legend Mick. Welcome, Mick.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. I'm already
God,
talking.
I'm
You
late.
know
I'm
how much
sorry.
I love talking. No, that's fine.
Nice. Go for it, man. You go for it.
Yeah, I was explaining that Bitcoin Arena got the biggest contribution, I would say, of the month, not even of the week, because they received 2.7 million sats from BTC Curacao. And I was explaining that BTC Curacao is like located on a Caribbean island, and through local guidance, merchant adoptions, education, they are helping individuals and also businesses to understand like how safely and easy is to use Bitcoin from saving to spending, because this is quite the biggest point in terms of Bitcoin adoptions. And yeah, they are also building a network of Bitcoin accepting businesses and providing like clear, transparent resources. And the project is aiming to create a more resilient and more inclusive in terms of the financial side, empowered local economy. So that's the big picture of the BTC Curacao. And yeah, in a short sentence, it's like a bridge between Bitcoin and the real life in Curacao. And they have been very active since years, and they are always contributing to other projects. No? So that's the beauty of the part of having a Bitcoin project. Like you can develop your own local Bitcoin circular economy, but you're also keen to help the other to develop, and that's what happened this week. I guess it was on Wednesday when they sent 2.7 million sats to Bitcoin Roatan. I don't know, how do you see that, Mick?
Yeah, the Bitcoin Curacao is an amazing project. Great guys that are involved. We know them very well, and they've been supporting huge. I think even BTC Isla. They helped. I think
Yeah.
they helped to buy
The
I don't
tuk
know.
tuk.
Was it them
I
that
do
bought
I
the
do
tuk-tuk?
remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent like around $6,000, I guess, for the goal of achieving the buy of the tuk tuk. Yeah, and I have been checking before the live stream. They are helping a lot of many other Bitcoin adoption projects, and that's beautiful to see. I would say
Yeah.
like this is amazing. Like
Yeah.
we love to see that people building their own Bitcoin project in a way, but they also able to support the others. So that's also what Bitcoin means, like supporting each other while we are growing our own project in a way. So that's amazing.
Yes.
And with that contribution, Bitcoin Arena, I always call it Bitcoin Roatan, but Bitcoin Arena project reached 53% of their All or Nothings campaign, which is amazing because they just started, like I would say, less than 2 weeks ago, and they are moving forwards. They are already making some improvement on in the gym itself. We are sharing some video on our social media, so you can follow. And I would recommend to follow Bitcoin Roatan also on X, because they are quite active sharing the real content, the coach, the kids playing. So you can see like the Bitcoin in action in a way. That's why the live stream is called Bitcoin in action, because it's really what we want to showcase like every Friday. That's amazing. Now we are getting to the two projects that are making some moves. First one is I love the name, Escape Inflation. This one is the is quite amazing. The goal is to fund the local film screening in the UK, I guess. Oh no, in the United States. Sorry, and they are already reaching 51% of their goal. And the first goal is like to cover the rent of the theater to make it possible to have the local screening. And this is amazing because the cost is about like $500, and they already get like more than $250, so more than 50% of their goal. They just launched a week ago, so that's good to see they are moving. They are also like moving themselves in some local communities. And yeah, the project is organizing like a local screening of Escape Inflation, which is a film that explains why money is always losing value and how Bitcoin offers itself as an alternative. So that's quite interesting. It will be hosted in the West Newtown. That would be the event aims to bring between 30 and 50 people to watch the film. That's the biggest goal, but they will have a strong focus on the newcomers. What does it mean? So people that doesn't know anything about Bitcoin, because they do believe after like making and producing this film, it's the best way maybe to learn, in a quite original way to learn about Bitcoin and understand how money works, because sometimes people don't get how Bitcoin works because they don't know how money works, like the fiat money works. And sometimes you have to understand how the fiat money works before understanding how Bitcoin works. So that's quite related to each other. And yeah, the funds of the campaign they are having right now will be to cover the rent of the theater, the venue, and the rest will be to support the filmmaker, because he has been doing it like putting his own money first before receiving any kind of contributions. And yeah, the goal is also to spread the message through the film, which is a Bitcoin film, let's say. So that's quite interesting to see that the creativity of Bitcoin creators is amazing, has no limit, because we always think about Bitcoin circular economies or Bitcoin local meetups, but now we have a Bitcoin film, which is amazing, because I do remember a few months or years ago on Geyser, we have a Bitcoin Fest festival, if I'm not wrong. And that was amazing, because creativity is like unlimited, and we love to see people and moving forward with some original ID. And yeah, more than a screening of a film, I would say it's a very easy way to onboard friends, family. And yeah, it will be more like a storytelling, sorry, about like how to make it Bitcoin click, how you can understand Bitcoin just watching a film. That's amazing. Like I'm curious to see like when it will be happening, and then we will obviously update you guys on when it's happening and how it went, because I feel it's a quite original way to spread Bitcoin adoption. I don't know, how do you see that, Mick?
Yeah, agreed. Um, yeah, it's education, it's culture, it's spreading the word through. Yeah, and I think kind of this was actually one of our feedback to him when he launches. He want to do it for Bitcoiners, and it's like, why don't Bitcoiners allow you to fund sort of free tickets for that for non Bitcoiners to come and join for free? And yeah, he
Yeah.
took on the feedback, and I think he did very well as a result. So really, again, proof and testament that how important it is to get feedback in to the project, and how we can add value to help projects craft the right story.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Yeah, like that's a good idea to focus on the non-Bitcoiner audience, I would say, because yeah, obviously, like if you show that thing to Bitcoiner, we will like, okay, we already know that, so maybe we don't need that thing. But I would say like it's almost the best tool to onboard some new friends and family member through that story on how money works and why money is losing value like all the time since years and decades, I would say. So definitely it's a good focus on normies, let's say, on non-Bitcoiners people. And I love to see that kind of not opportunity, but like ideas, sorry. It's really interesting, and maybe it can inspire you that you're watching us, you have a Bitcoin ID. Don't forget that we are accessible on DM, on Twitter. You can reach out to us if you have a Bitcoin ID project. You're having some ideas around you and you want to talk. We can help you make it happen, and we can help you to launch a project on Geyser, which makes sense because we are here to support Bitcoin creators in the process of creating an amazing project. Oh, we got an amazing project as the number two. Mick is Wallax. Wallax is back.
Yes. He's yeah.
Yes.
It was a one purchase, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They receive some money even after completing more than 165% of their funding goal during their all or nothing campaign. But yes, if you don't remember what Wallax is, it's a very easy. It's a plug and play Bitcoin mining, either that turns energy into hate and sats. That's the beauty. It's designed to be mounted on a wall, like very easy. It combines efficient mining hardware with everyday utility, so you can like eat your space while contributing to the Bitcoin network. It's very simple, accessible, practical, and Wallax makes mining something anyone can do in the daily life at the end of the day, and that's beautiful. And they just receive more than $700, make them reaching another goal, which is to sustain the costs of the development of the Wallax, and also improving by implementing new features and new future development, which is amazing. So you can find it on Geyser. It's called Wallax, FOSS, because you know why it's called like that. But yeah, Wallax has been one of the best all or nothing campaigns since they launched a few months ago, and it has been like a social media boom, I would say. Our content about Wallax and the own geo content, the like the Bitcoin creator behind Wallax has been booming on X mainly, and also on other social media. But yeah, it has been widely supported by big Bitcoiners in the ecosystem, and this is a very good example. Like if you have an idea of a Bitcoin product, of a Bitcoin project, just go for it. Don't be like shy. Don't limit yourself. Go for it. Talk to us. We are more than happy to guide you on the process, on how is it easy to launch a project on Geyser. So don't worry, guys. If you have an idea, and if it's an amazing idea, we can help you to push that. And yeah, we are happy to help you on DM, and then on call if needed. Okay, that was the two big projects moving forward this week. Now we're talking about the most interesting new launch this week. It's a children area. It's led by Alfredo Andasol. It's a community leader in San Antonio, Los Ranchos, and he is also president of Asociación Tiempos Nuevo Teatro. It's in El Salvador. And but basically, they have a welfare center for children, and they want to renovate the playground, and they are asking some funds, obviously, on Geyser, so you can find the project under the name Children's Area. And for example, in the case of Alfredo, he has been dedicated to this child welfare tender for more than a decade. And unfortunately, as governments always do, in a way, they start to support some initiative and they don't move forwards again with any new fundings, etc. So after more than 30 years without a dedicated play space, the goal of this campaign is to create an environment where kids can develop physically, emotionally, and socially through playing, which is the best point of a kid. Kids needs to play and needs to enjoy a life. Um, that's why it's more than a playground. It's more than an investment because you're investing in the joy, dignity, and the future of those kids, and it's giving children the space to grow, to connect, and to simply be kids. At the end of the day, that's what I like of this project. It's like the humanitarian side of the, or more, let's say, the human side of the project. And I love to see that. Like Alfredo has been so dedicated since years and years and decades, like helping the welfare center and the children, and now it's time to give them back in a way, and to have a better playground for the children, because definitely those children in the welfare center deserve it. They are obviously there for some health reason, and it's not every day easy to manage. So definitely that's a very good cause, I would say, and we are proud. Like Alfredo is launching it on Geyser. This is like something that aligns with our value, I would say. Mick, I don't know how you see that one.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not super familiar with this one. But
It's just launched 2 days ago.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
quite new.
so much to
Yeah.
keep track of. No,
Yeah,
that's
no,
awesome.
a lot of project on launching since the last week, so it's difficult to to keep track of everything. But yeah, no, that's what we love to do. Like Bitcoin is not only business, Bitcoin adoption, not only Bitcoin circular economies. You have also some human side of Bitcoin projects. So that's what we love to spotlight in a way. Okay, now quick reminder, we're almost getting to the half hour of the live stream. I want to remind everyone watching us, we please you to like, retweet, and comment the live stream. It's helping us in the algorithm of X. And yeah, it will be good if you can help us to spread the word in the Bitcoin community around social media, because we are also live on YouTube. Another reminder, you see a QR code on the top side, left or right, I don't know, but this is for the newsletter. And this is very important, guys. If you're not active on social media every day, that's okay. We all have a different lifestyle in a way, but I would suggest you to subscribe to the newsletter, because right now it's a monthly newsletter. You have all the updates on project Geyser updates, which we are going to talk about a bit later, because the team is shipping like never. The team is not sleeping. The team is not on holidays. Definitely, I can see that from inside. So yeah, the newsletter is a monthly one. Yet we are making some good steps to make it more often in the months, maybe weekly. We're working on that. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you want your Bitcoin positive news doses every month, this is the Geyser newsletter, and don't forget to subscribe with scanning the QR code at the top. Okay, now we are done. I'm just seeing that I didn't put the banner. What a mistake. Better.
No, the
But
banner. We need the banner.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't
Bitcoin
forget to
news.
like and retweet. Obviously. That's the point. Okay, now we are going to talk about the project spotlight. This one is quite amazing. It's a group of Bitcoiners, obviously located in the US, in the New Hampshire state. They are launching a Bitcoin book, which is amazing because they want to distribute this Bitcoin book, or donate a Bitcoin book to every single member of the new Hampshire State House. So it's like policymakers directly. So it's quite amazing. We already saw that in Poland. It has been quite a high impact in Poland too, with the Bitcoin 21 Poland, I guess. They were distributing the Saifedean Ammous Bitcoin standard book, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and it has been quite a huge success. So that's another version of that kind of project. And now they approximate 400 representatives plus senators, councillors, and the governor that might be the target to receive in a way a Bitcoin book. And the idea here is not like lobbying or campaigning for Bitcoin. It's just education in the smooth way, and they don't want to force the New Hampshire state members to read and adopt Bitcoin, because it's not the way to do that. And they just want to give the decision makers, people, like a simple and accessible way to understand Bitcoin, which is, I feel that's like the other project. It's a original way of doing it. Like sometimes we always think that maybe with high level people we need to talk in a meeting, whatever. But you have maybe some other ways to push them into the Bitcoin education side, and especially in the state like New Hampshire, which is already with a strong identity around freedom, which is live, free or die. That's quite amazing too. I didn't know that before, like preparing the live stream, and this is amazing. So it's really about like planting seeds, but at the high level of the state houses. So I would say that's quite original. Like I find this quite interesting because it's very targeted. It's, instead of maybe trying to reach everyone in the state, it's going straight forward to the people who can influence at the end of the day the regulations. So that's quite a good approach. How do you see that kind of approach, Mick? You're muted.
Sorry. Yes, I think this is one of the most exciting types of projects on Geyser. Is really the Bitcoin community coming together to fund awareness and education campaigns. So yeah, this is kind of what I think what Geyser is for, is really the Bitcoin community coming together and funding these campaigns that helps raise awareness about Bitcoin, in this case in Illinois, right? Absolutely, love it.
No, yeah, and maybe they got inspired by the same project that happened in Poland. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And then the article you wrote, right? You wrote a big article about it.
Yeah.
And it totally possible that it kind of people were inspired by it, which is really
exactly
kind of the point of what we're doing. How I'm trying to infect the world like a virus of like all the things you can do to play a part in Bitcoin.
No, yeah, because like to have a quick reminder of what happened for the project in Poland, it was like called the Bitcoin Parliament, I guess, project, and they were like offering to the parliament's members the Bitcoin book called like the Bitcoin Standard from Saifedean Ammous. I guess I'm saying it correctly, and it has been amazing because they reached the goal, which was to raise money to get the books and then to distribute them to the parliament of Poland, and they did it, and I guess they distribute more than 150 books. So that's quite amazing, I would say. And maybe, as you say, Mick, like they got inspired by our content about the Bitcoin Parliament project, and maybe they decided, okay, let's go, we need to do that in the New Hampshire state. And yeah, I'm happy like to see that, because maybe like educating the policymakers can change the trajectory of the Bitcoin regulation. Maybe like, because if the given like the decision maker of the Bitcoin regulation in the New Hampshire state can understand better how Bitcoin works, maybe they will produce a better regulations. So I'm like, that
Yeah.
might be a good way because we always fight between Bitcoin governments, but sometimes that might be the smooth way to go for it. I don't know. Like, I feel that's a good
Yeah.
idea to do that.
There's this really cool quote that I love, which is, there's nothing there's nothing more powerful, even more powerful than the greatest army in the world. There's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. And Bitcoin is that idea. And it's about, yeah, it's in time it'll spread, like through different ways, and then when the people come together, they'll be able to vote for the idea that the time has come, right? And so this is essentially, maybe it doesn't work, to your point, maybe it's not, maybe it'll not work, but bit by bit, it'll find its
Exactly.
way. And yeah, so excited to see one more of these examples of orange pilling congressmen and educating them about it.
Yeah, that's a huge like target. I would say that's a big challenge, and I would say like they are doing it in a very strategic way, which I like it because they are focusing on like a group of people, one state. Like it's very straightforward. It's not they want to orange pill all the United States, which is a bit more complicated, or they could try to reach the president, Donald Trump, or whatever. But like that might be a more effective strategy to onboard like decision makers in terms of senators, councilors, and governors. So I'm like, it's like almost creating a Bitcoin friendly zone from the inside of the regulation decision makers. So it's like orange peeling the politicians, which I think that might happen in a good way. I would say, like, I mean, if they follow the same steps of Bitcoin parliament in Poland, they will be successful. And we can wait to see some people from the New Hampshire State House, like, saying Bitcoin and understanding Bitcoin. That would be like the goal, I would say, of the campaign. Despite like distributing the book, that's one step. But the other step is like, if they got what Bitcoin is and how it works, that's Bitcoin adoption in real life, I would say, and we can be part of that. So we are happy to see them launching on Geyser because like it's always good to see that kind of good initiatives. But yeah, in other way also, like, we know regulations doesn't happen like in a day or in a week. It's a long-term process that it's need to be like investigate, analyze, and that's a lot of work in a way. And yes, sometimes it comes from people that don't understand Bitcoin. So I would say they are doing it the right way, because instead of fighting like between government and Bitcoin, they are trying to work and collaborate together. So I would say they are focused on the Bitcoin education of the New Hampshire state houses, but it's a different approach. And I would say I would love to see at least one of the policymakers understand Bitcoin, and maybe they can get an interview of him. I don't know. Like, this is going out of my mind, obviously, but I know that it will influence in a way the laws, the mining policies, the taxation, how Bitcoin is treated at the state level, which is almost important because sooner or later every state will have a Bitcoin regulation, because they cannot avoid not talking or regulating about Bitcoin. That this is obvious. And yet, why the New Hampshire state is a quite interesting place and state to start, because it's a small state. It's very independent in a way, and it's already aligned with the ideas of freedom. And we know Bitcoin can brings you another level of freedom in your life, in terms of money, in terms of traveling, in terms of scarcity of many sides. So yeah, that might become a model. I don't know. Maybe one state at a time. It can be there. That might be the process. But yeah, it goes back to something very simple, like understanding comes before adoptions. Like, it's the same for AI tools, the computers back in time. Like, it's the same. You need to understand before you can adopt it in the right way, I would say. So yeah, that was like the project spotlight, and I'm quite excited about this one. I don't know how do you feel?
Yeah. It's a cool project. I'd love to see more of these, and maybe we need to we had this wave, right? We already talked about it. We had this wave of around 10 projects around the world doing the same, buying books to spread the word. I think 2 years ago, and then it kind of has calmed down this momentum. I think with the coming of Trump, which is, you could say it's very much a Bitcoin presidency to some extent. I think that sort of, now we're sort of seeing, that Bitcoin is being adopted in the United States, and I think as a result, you're gonna see also this adoption happening more broadly. You have this happening in the UK as well with the potential new government. It's still early to say if it will happen, right? But we do have, it's kind of, I think we're in the last few years, last year or two, we've had really Bitcoin entering the political arena really deeply. So I think there's a lot more education that is happening, but also a lot more that needs to happen. So maybe the models need to change. Maybe it's not anymore about giving them books. I don't know. Maybe it's about bringing them part of the network. I don't know. But yeah, I agree it's important.
Yeah.
And I think it'll just become an inevitable part of I think fundraising and Geyser geared at educating different target segments, and it makes sense that politicians are as aware about Bitcoin than normal people. So let's it's there are some, I think there are some I think the different countries have different regulations around this as well. But yeah, it's important that we keep it keep funding projects that spread education. Really, that's what this is about.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, that's why, like, we love to see that kind of initiative on Geyser, and like, in one live stream you can get like what is Bitcoin adoption at the end of the day. It's like targeting policymakers. It's taking care of a playground in El Salvador. You can talk about the Bitcoin arena in Honduras. Like, it's diverse. It's amazing. It's led by always amazing people all around the world, and that's why Bitcoin is made for. I would say that's like permissionless money in a way. Like, Bitcoin is money you can raise funds from whenever and wherever you are in the world, coming from any part of the world. So that's amazing. I also saw this week, like, um uh, how is it called? The guy from AC Flute in Indonesia, Peng, was like showing like what's happening with the phones, etc. So this is amazing. Like, you can for real, you can see the impact of Bitcoin, and people need to understand that Bitcoin is not only a price chart on a chart. Like, it's more than that. It's money. People are using it when governments are limiting them in the move of raising money and helping each other. So that's a good reminder. I would say, if you're not aware of what's happening on the Bitcoin grassroots level, like, come to our weekly Friday live stream. That's the best resume you will get ever. Like, not saying because I'm doing it, because I really see that from inside, and that's amazing. Okay, wow, it's already 10-20 minutes left. Wow, that's crazy. Time is flying. Okay, before going to the
Should we get to
next part,
the impact kind of stories?
yeah, you can go to the impact, and then we can go to the founder segment if you want. We have a
Sure.
lot of to
Sounds
talk.
good. There's I think I can just send you. Do you wanna? I can screen share. There's only 3 items here.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Let me see here. Let me see here if I find it. I have to open the windows first. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have 55 viewers for the 55 episode. Nice. That's a line.
Right. So, okay. So this is a cool one. So this is Pupusas G Node Nation in Santa Ana, El Salvador, doing a workshop about Bitcoin Bitcoin crowdfunding. As you can see, the Geyser UI
Page.
there,
Yeah.
and what he's doing is actually he's doing a community workshop about Bitcoin crowdfunding that is about educating. That does two things. One is educating about how Bitcoin can be used as a way of fundraising for local issues, and then secondly, it's getting the community together to think of ideas that they can actually launch as projects. And these are ideas that could be about Bitcoin, but don't need to be about Bitcoin. Could be about really solving real community issues, real issues on the ground. And it's really, really cool because it's actually the cool thing as well is that we actually are seeding this and we're actually providing some funding to these projects to launch on Geyser. And Pupuzazi as the field partner, as a field sort of leader, actually gets to facilitate the conversations and even gets to evaluate the project and actually gets to decide what idea wins and which idea gets funded for this little seed money towards the idea. And yeah, this is him in action. It's amazing to see that. It's really cool to explain really the power of Bitcoin, but also the power of Bitcoin in action, right? You're talking about Bitcoin in action a lot. This is literally Bitcoin in action. We're going to see projects come out of this. In fact, I just approved them. So they're going to be launching soon. We're going to fund them through the Impact Fund. And this is just one of the 6 projects that are going to be launching community workshops with community leaders that are funding community projects. So we haven't actually even announced this yet. But it's gonna come soon.
Alpha.
Pure alpha.
Yeah.
Pure alpha. And yeah, very, very, very excited to see this. This is actually this other one is similar. It's the same donation project, but like it's actually the projects that are presenting their ideas.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, again, Bitcoin in action. It's about what Bitcoin can do, and Bitcoin as global money can actually help enable funding to happen globally, and help these ideas kind of emerge. And then it empowers individuals to be social entrepreneurs and even entrepreneurs as well. So really excited to see more of these things come up, and I think next Friday we'll do more of these. We'll bring more of these up as they pop up. And I don't know if you have any thoughts on this, Vince.
No, I mean that's amazing because like Pupusaji, I don't know him like in person, but I know him on X since years, and he has been so dedicated and so active for his own community there in Santa Ana, and that's beautiful to see him stepping up the game in a way, doing the workshop, like helping other people to build some project and all of that through Geyser. Like, I like it. Like I can deny like it. This is amazing to see, and I hope I can meet him in one day because like for me, he's one of the legend of Bitcoin adoption in El Salvador. We know Bitcoin Beach, El Zonte, but also with Node Nation, they have been working like crazy since 2-3 years ago. I would say, and they are not stopping. Like they are pushing more and more every day, and yeah, we are happy to see that Geyser has a real impact also, as you mentioned, like those young men and women are like trying to be social entrepreneurs, as you mentioned, and that's so beautiful to see. I like it. Like I understood and I watched 3 times the video because I was like so excited. I was like, we need this.
Yeah, yeah, and so let's see this project launch very soon, and let's support them. Um, and yeah, let's see this impact happening, right? Really, really excited to see that,
Yeah.
and we'll keep featuring them. So this other one is Escape Inflation. We already discussed it, but it's kind of a cool,
Yeah.
just like doubling down on the idea that it's cool impact seeing, like, yeah, kind of this project being funded. Not quite like impact that we can see, but this is impact that we can see. And it's Kyle Huber who did this really, really good thread that did really well. And he talks about his trip to Kenya, where he changed the way I understand Bitcoin. While Bitcoin sentiment on social media is low in the bear market, option stuff is moving fast. A few key takeaways: many people use Bitcoin before fully understanding it. Kenya has digital payments for years through M-Pesa, so the jump to Bitcoin is much smaller than most people think. For people without formal ID or access to traditional banking, Bitcoin isn't ideological. It's just a better tool. Women are leading some of the strongest community building efforts I saw. Women were organizing, educating, building trust at the grassroots level. And then external support is making a real difference. Organizations like Geyser Fund, Blink, Fedi, Trezor Academy, and My First Bitcoin helping create tangible impact on the ground. That means building better tools for entrepreneurs, better internet access, strong infrastructure, education initiatives. I'm still processing everything and we'll share more soon. The film we shot during the first trip will be released in mid-June. If you want to attend the premiere, get tickets at the conference in Prague, hosted by EP.55 Bitcoin. So this is super, super cool. Really excited to see, right, to see this, this mention, Geyser is up there with these incredible companies like Blink,
Yeah.
Fedi, Trezor, and EP.55 Bitcoin. And yeah, it's just amazing to see us being part of this incredible group of companies that are mission driven and want to see Bitcoin succeed. And yeah, it's awesome to see this.
No, yeah, and that kind of thread like makes you understand that sometimes behind your computer you have a way to understand Bitcoin, but in real life it's so different. So maybe I would encourage you, if you have like a Bitcoin circular economy close to your city where you're living, go there and try to understand how it works, how Bitcoin is used there as money, and it will change the life. Because I do agree. I saw a post from Roman Martinez from Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador, and he was saying, "You are not a true Bitcoiner if you didn't visited the Bitcoin circular economy and if you didn't spend some Bitcoin around the Bitcoin adoption's a grassroots project." And I said, like, yes. So I feel I'm not a real Bitcoiner, because he's right. Like, when you don't understand how Bitcoin is like changing life because fiat money is not working there, or or when the Bitcoin circular economy is being like built, it's much more different than just one shop accepting Bitcoin. It's a whole different level. And I feel that, like, I was thinking, like, I need to talk to Roman, because he's so right on that point, and I need his insight on how we see that, like, for all of us. At the end of the day, we are a Bitcoiner on different level. Sometimes more Bitcoiner, less Bitcoiner than the other ones, but at the end of the day, we have the same missions, and that's what matters. But yeah, I love the story of Kyle, like visiting a country and understanding in another way Bitcoin. So that's quite amazing. Like, that was an amazing thread, by the way. And mentioning Geyser, what's more
Yeah,
we can ask?
yeah, exactly. So this is speaking of whether you're true Bitcoiners. I posted this week. I was feeling a little spicy in the morning, and I just posted.
Yeah,
And
nice. No, yeah.
yeah, if you just talk about Bitcoin and don't use it, you're just a theoretical Bitcoiner, not a true Bitcoiner. I knew I was gonna
That's
get
true.
backlash. I knew it, but I just wanted to send it anyway. Sometimes, we say a thing just to, and these types of posts are the ones that just get engagement. Unfortunately,
No, yeah, exactly.
um, yeah, but
Usually, those one gets the best engagement ever.
Yeah, exactly. This is my favorite one. There's nothing less Bitcoin than identity politics. And I reply, playing identity politics with identity politics is boring. Because if I'm saying you're not a Bitcoiner if you don't use Bitcoin, you say you're not a Bitcoiner if you say other Bitcoiners are not Bitcoiners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is loop like.
Anyway. Oh, you're not a Bitcoiner because you say I'm not a Bitcoiner for saying Bitcoiners are not Bitcoiners. It's like
exactly
an infinite
like
loop.
that.
Anyway, the point is actually much more nuanced, and you can define using Bitcoin in so many ways. I think if you're just saving Bitcoin, you're using Bitcoin in a very narrow way, right? Bitcoin is more than just saving. So yeah, you're a Bitcoiner if you just store Bitcoin, but you're more of a Bitcoiner, in my opinion, if you live your life on it, right? If you're like, you definitely are more. What are your thoughts?
That's a good point, because this week when I was seeing like the contribution from BTC Curacao to Bitcoin Arena, I was saying in my head like, how do the fuck would be complicated to send that through traditional bank?
Yeah.
Imagine from Curacao, a small island in the Caribbean, to Honduras. Yeah, no way. Like Bitcoin, it took 3 seconds to send the money through Geyser, and that's it. It's over. It's done. And that's people need something to. They need to realize, like, you can just send money whenever, wherever you want. Like, if you have a friend in Thailand, you can send him money in 3 seconds. Like I'm in Latam, I want to send some money to Mick to have some coffee for the Sunday breakfast. Let's go. That's easy. And when it's big amount, it's even better, because I would try to suggest to make a international wire transfer between two different countries. It will be a bit trickier, I would say. That's another story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I totally agree. The Bitcoin has a lot of properties, and digital money property equivalents.
and permissionless, which is like for me the best. This is the I lost you. Okay. Mick. Okay, we lost Mick. No worry. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me check. Sorry for that inconvenience. Mick, are you back? Are we back? Nope. Okay, Mick is freezing. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, he left. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Reminder, this is happening every Friday. The time will depend on the schedule of the live stream, and yeah, we will update you. And let's see how it goes. Where is Mick? Okay, because I need Mick, because we are going to talk about the new features happening on Geyser this week, which is the 2x matching and the recurrent contributions. So let's see how it goes with Mick. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. We're almost 70 people watching. That's amazing. Don't forget to like, retweet, and feel free to comment. Feel free to comment also. That's part of the streaming, and we love to see your comments or any thoughts on the news we just talked about. Let me check. Okay, where is Mick? In the meantime, let's play some music.
Yeah. From 0 to 1. From ideas to impact. We don't wait. We build. Yeah. Started with a spark, just a line of code. Now we moving value, no one controls. Peer to peer, yeah, we changed the game. From the streets to the global stage. Open rails in a digital age. Every block is a step we take. Every fund is a chance we make. Come on! We don't need permission to create. We don't wait for the system to validate. If you got a vision, don't hesitate. There's a network ready to activate. From the
Oh, we back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. No idea.
That's fine.
Some solar flare
That's fine.
crashed my Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Yeah, they heard you listening and talking about Bitcoin, and they said, "Oh, that's a bad topic to to
Yeah, I
discuss."
did think about that too. Sort of, I don't know. But yeah, I'm using my mobile data. Yeah, so
Okay.
here we are. Yeah. Anyway, time to wrap up. I guess I don't remember what we were talking about though. Is there anything I need to
Yeah,
do?
no. Quick question: do you have time? Are you free after like a little bit more to talk about the 2x matching and the recurrent contribution, or we let that for the next live stream?
Let's. Yeah, I have 15 minutes. You think we can make it happen?
Okay. Yeah. We can do it in 10.
Cool. Let's do it.
So yeah, that's 2 new features, and we got a lot of questions about how the 2x matching is working. So I would say it's a proper way to explain it again in the live stream, and showing like maybe a campaign of Bitcoin Arena, because this one has the 2x matching. So we got so many questions. People didn't understood properly despite the content we produce. That's fine, because sometimes we are not clear enough, and that's we love to see comments, because it raised a lot of interest on the 2x matching features. So it means the features is working in a way, because it's raising a lot of interest, and we will explain what is the 2x matching. Let me share my screen. Yes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yes.
Is a new feature that enables that allows. Do you hear barking? Is it really annoying?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, I'll start over then. I know we want to create content out of this. Just wanted to make sure there was no background noise. Yeah, so basically matching is a really cool feature that allows product creators to essentially create a lot more hype and excitement around their project by then finding a matching sponsor that will essentially make a commitment to the projects that they were going to match a project up to a certain amount. This is quite a standard thing that exists out there in other projects. And as a creator, you can easily create a matching widget in your project by creating going to the dashboard and creating a matching and including the matching sponsor. And as a contributor, you can really easily then see how your contribution essentially gets doubled by the matching sponsor.
Yeah. I guess I lost you. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the 2x matching is like a contributions. Okay. Yeah. And basically you have like a sponsor that is committing to double every contribution up to a total of a certain amount. Let me see. Mick has no internet, let's say. Mick's lagging. Yes. Okay, wow. So I guess it will be like for next time, because like Mick is having some internet issues and computer and phone issues, so that's definitely a signal from the universe. Okay, I will try to explain. So the 2x matching is like when you launch a project and you find a sponsor that is committing to double every contribution up to a certain amount of your campaign, basically. So yeah, for example, every contribution that has this like logo 2x match means that it will be doubled by the sponsors. And here we go with the 2.7 million sats contribution from BTC Curaçao. So basically, when we go back here, they raise 6,000, right? Dollars. So it means right now the project is having 12,000. Okay, got it? So every sats coming from Bitcoiners all around the world that have the 2x match logo, and then the sponsor is contributing up to 10,000 and doubling, so matching the every contributions to make it like to raise more fund at the end of the day. So that would be my explanation in a way, but yeah, we will create a better content despite the internet connection failing for me. So yeah, no worry, guys. We will keep that for next week, and that's it for today, I would say. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Stelios. Mick lagging, like yeah, he's having some issue with phone, computer, and Wi-Fi, like the triple header problems. Okay, with that, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Another episode of the Bitcoin in Action live stream. See you very soon, next week, next Friday. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and have a nice weekend, and be ready for next week, another week full of Bitcoin adoptions. Bye bye.